Articulation Radio. Articulation. Salutations! Welcome to another exciting episode of Articulation Radio. I am your hostess, the eternally grateful Goddess Sage. You know how we do things here at Articulation Radio. We will kick off the top of the day's episode by taking a quick glance at the news headlines. And today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org.
Here are three of the headlines I saw today, Thursday, August 13th, 2020, when visiting EliteValuesNews.com. Today is Black Women Equal Pay Day. A salary negotiation discussion takes place at 3 p.m. Central via Zoom at the Austin Black Chamber of Commerce. Their website, austinbcc.org. Churches seeking affordable television broadcasts are flocking to kingdomofchrist.tv.com for packages titled The Way, the Truth, and the Light. And COVID-19 community testing will be conducted 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. at the Staunton Health Community Health and Wellness Center in Staunton, Wisconsin. Those are three of the headlines I saw when visiting EliteValuesNews.com. As you know, things always happen in this world, so our headlines follow suit. They're constantly changing. Be sure to head on over to Elite Values News every hour on the hour to see what's happening. I'm Joaquin Mann reporting live.
Looking to get the latest news? Visit Elite Values. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines daily. EliteValuesNews.com for all of your latest news.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music.
Listeners, we love you, we hear you, and I am definitely glad to be here with you. We have another exciting show on tap for you today and another interview in line. I'll let you know with whom right after these few indie throwbacks.
M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. You don't know a thing about them cricket, let us know you don't know a thing, no. You don't know a thing about them cricket, let us know you don't know a thing, no. I'm trying to get by in the ghetto, hoping these folks will just leave me alone. I'm trying to get by in the ghetto, while I'm still climbing. Mississippi bred with a southern twang, ruling my lover's world with my southern thing. Men already feel what I'm saying before I part my lips. Ain't gotta touch them and they know that I can work these hips. Keep coming upon me from the west and the north and the south and the east, trying to make me giving it one of them and feed this beat. Want me to show up, want me to show out. They wanna know just what Southern girl is all about. And until they blew his mind while trying to blow up mine with 1738 in lines and rhythmic jungle grind. Yeah, trying to get by in the ghetto, hoping these folks to just leave me alone. Trying to get by in the ghetto, while I'm still climbing. Climbing. Illinois, we're singing dirges, but I've broken free from chains of misery, pains of agony, thugs with apathy, things I didn't want to see. Sometimes it was even me. Glad I changed, yeah. Trying to get by in the ghetto, hoping these folks would just leave me alone. Trying to get by in the ghetto, while I'm still climbing, 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 climbing. Let us know you don't know a thing now. M-I, crooked letter I, twice, humpback, I.
ArtistReview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ArtistReview.com. Artist, REVUE.com. PeopleWarmer.com. Book your travel today. PeopleWarmer.com for wherever you want to stay. PeopleWarmer.com, wherever you want to play. PeopleWarmer.com. Go see a concert today.
That was $Million Bill 1 by Anders Bothen. And we kicked off the day's episode of Articulation Radio with a cut by yours truly, Goddess Sage. You heard my song Climbing. And today's episode is titled When Transparency Reigns, because I will be interviewing the author of the book titled The Chameleon Judge, as told to the soap opera diva, which you can grab on Amazon. The author's name is The Whisperer. So head on over to Amazon right now and type in The Whisperer, and you can put in that book titled The Chameleon Judge, as told to the soap opera diva. And for chameleon, some of you may not know, Chameleon, okay? The Whisperer is the author. The book is titled The Chameleon Judge, as told to the soap opera diva, and I will be interviewing The Whisperer here shortly. But first, I'm going to play for you some You're the One by Sven Carlson featuring Maja Novak. And then after I bring on The Whisperer, we're going to get some more songs rolling.
You have a product? Let them help you increase sales. You have a video? Let them help you make it go viral. PeopleWarmers.com. PeopleWarmers.com.
You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
Phone lines are open right now at Articulation Radio. Call 312-899-6237. That's 312-899-6237.
If you feel like it's real when I make your body shiver like an autumn leaf, I try to stay on my feet when you move a little closer to me. I can't breathe in. Your love is all I ever need. It's time to let you know how I feel. 'Cause you're the one I dream about when I fall asleep. When I wake up in the morning, you're the first thing on my mind. There is no one else. Oh, baby, it's you. If you're there when I'm here, I don't know what I could do to feel you. It's surreal to be a part in my heart. There's a place where everything's about you. I don't know who could ever make me feel like you do. It's time to show you my love is true. 'Cause you're the one I dream about when I fall asleep. When I wake up in the morning, you're the first thing on my mind. There is no one else. Oh, baby, it's you. Yeah. And if I had another way to show you what my dreams are made of, I could somehow reach out to you, finally open the door. 'Cause you're the one I dream about when I fall asleep. When I wake up in the morning, you're the first thing on my mind. There is no one else. Oh, baby, you're the one I dream about when I fall asleep. When I wake up in the morning, you're the first thing on my mind.
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
Articulation Radio is extremely excited to have on the line with us today the author of the book titled The Chameleon Judge, as told to the soap opera diva. The Whisperer is who we have. Hello there. How's everything going, Mr. Whisperer?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Articulation Radio. I am so very, very happy and honored to be here with you guys today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And, of course, now, right out the door, I'm going to say, and I'm sure you probably typically get this reaction from people to where by the time they read that back marketing summary, they're promoting your book, they already, I would imagine, are instantly either opinionated or interested in getting this book. And, of course, for people, now I'm so tempted, listeners, to just read some of the stuff to you, but I'm not. I want you to go over to Amazon.com, type in The Whisperer, and put in Whisperer Chameleon Judge. And chameleon is spelled Chameleon. I know some of y'all, but I'm going to leave that at that. But Whisperer, Whisperer, Whisperer Chameleon Judge. And go ahead and throw in soap opera diva, too, so that you can be sure that that's in. Whisperer, Chameleon Judge, soap opera diva. Baby, you want this. You want this. So my first question to you, Mr. Whisperer. Well, the Whisperer. My first question to the Whisperer is, you've thought so far out of the box on this. So I really want to know, what would you say to encourage other writers to go ahead and take the chance whenever work kind of is pulling them that way, but, they want to play it safe and play. What would you say to encourage them to not? So what would you say to encourage writers to take a chance when they're kind of afraid to step out and do something different?
Well, the great thing to know is that you can write as a ghostwriter, as I did. You can write with an anonymity, if you will, and you can still linguistically muse and spit on the paper, and you can do it behind a pen name. That's the great thing about what I've done here as a whisperer, is I've gotten a story told that's been, between my ears for a long time, and I'm able to do that, without fear of turning people off or giving them the wrong impression about who I am, and I can do this through the whisperer.
Yeah, and that makes plenty of sense. And now let me ask you real quick, do you have any other works or creations, any endeavors on the horizon that you want to tell people about?
Yeah, I do, but if I revealed that, I would be revealing who I actually am. I've written a couple of books myself outside of that, but this is the whisperer's time and the whisperer's work. So what I will say is that the whisperer will put together a sequel to The Chameleon Judge. I haven't quite figured out the title of it yet, but I have written quite a bit of it. And I think it might even end up being called The Chameleon No More. We'll see.
Wow. So, people, you got to keep your ears tuned and your eyes peeled to be sure that you get the sequel to The Chameleon Judge, as told to the soap opera diva by the Whisperer. So you got to be sure to stay tuned to see when he's releasing the follow-up. And now, people, let me toss this out at you, because now don't go over to his Instagram and Facebook and start harassing him, talking about, hurry up, come on with the second book. And you hadn't even finished reading the first book. So we need you to go to Amazon right now, get The Chameleon Judge, as told to the soap opera diva by the Whisperer, and make sure that you read that book. And be sure to let him know any questions you have, any comments. And, of course, you already know reviews are always welcome. So, go back to Amazon and let people know what a great read it was, and that they need to be sure to, I would recommend, really, don't just get one, get you two, because you're going to find your copy may walk away. And the last person you remember then reading it may not admit to having it, if you know what I mean. So just get two. And that way you have one put up, and then you have one that, you can let the people visiting you read. And if it walks away and no one admits to it, then no big deal. But you'll take my advice. Go over to Amazon, people. And you can also get it from any bookstore in the world, too, right? Can't they, get it from their local bookstore there in their neighborhood?
Absolutely. Go to the store and make a request or order it for you. But obviously the most expeditious way to do it is to go online, as you just mentioned, and download it from there, or have it delivered to your home. Yep. But if I can kick a quick shout out, quick shout out to the diva. The diva is kind of my Diana Ross, like she was to the Jackson 5. She introduced them into the world. So that's what the soap opera diva has really done with this project. She's really just been a conduit because she's written a couple other books, and she is the person that the Whisperer decided to tell this story to. So she gets crazy props for being that ear, and while the Whisperer pontificates and articulates and muses and spits into this great project that we have.
Beautiful. And what is her Facebook?
Her Facebook is a soap opera diva. Just go do a search for soap opera diva. The urban soap opera. The urban soap opera diva. Easy for me to say tonight, right? Soap opera diva.
Yes. Urban soap opera diva at Facebook. And then on Instagram, it's probably that same thing, the Urban Soap Opera Diva.
That's right. And also mention to you that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, now there's a couple of live face-to-face interviews done on this book on I Define TV, the author's corner. And that's on Roku. So anybody could pick up the I Define TV, the author's corner, and listen to the soap opera diva talk about the book, as well as a woman by the name of Twinkie, who is the vivacious reader, and she's already read the book and has had nothing but great things to say about it.
And we already like Twinkie just from her name. We love Twinkie.
That's right. That's right.
And you said that they can find that on Roku?
Yes, ma'am. Roku. It's iDefine
Very
TV. Yeah, the iDefine TV Roku, the Author's Corner.
Beautiful people. Yeah, go and check that out. And for those of you who are just tuning in, you're listening to Articulation Radio. My name is Goddess Sage, and I am interviewing the Whisperer, and we're talking about The Chameleon Judge, as told to the soap opera diva, his new book. And now let me ask you real quick. During this process of your establishing this untouchable legacy of yours that's going to be able to be accessed for years to come, long after you've taken your last breath, people will be able to read your work. You know, this is major. But I want to know, like, what was the biggest revelation that ended up coming about when it comes down to yourself? What did you really learn about yourself that shocked you? You know, how did you blow your own mind during this process?
That is an absolutely great question, Goddess, because, you know, a lot of times you reveal yourself through doing things that you've never done before. And a lot of times just being able to tell a story that you've kept between your ears and inside your heart for years is so therapeutic. It can be that therapeutic. And I didn't realize about myself that I was carrying around a lot of these characterizations and scenarios and experiences that had happened before, and I didn't realize, or the Whisperer didn't realize, that he just simply needed to get it off his chest, get it on paper, and that was the therapy that he needed.
Yes, and a lot of you are probably like, you know what, I need to do that, and you're like, you know, people have been telling me I need to journal, or I used to write poetry, but I stopped, and no, people, you know that's real, and don't fight the feel. Don't fight the pull. You know, if you know that you're being led by your spirit to do a certain thing to get you to a certain place or out of a certain pit, do it. You know, don't let anything stop you from doing it. And Mr. Whisperer, my last question to you. What is there that you would like to say to the listeners that you've not yet had an opportunity to convey?
Well, the thing I want to make sure that people know is while this book is about the experiences of a young gentleman throughout his life dealing with his own sexuality, and while he was in a number of turns and times influenced by, or there was an attempt to influence him by members of the LGBTQ plus community, that this book is not a macro offense or affront to them. It's not an indication or accusation that they all are pedophiles or predators or that type of thing there. This book is merely and simply loosely related to and discusses the experiences of Jake, and not Jake from State Farm, Jake, the Chameleon Judge character
we like
of the
Jake
book.
Too.
Yeah, well, he's pretty cool too, but you know, hey, maybe I won't go there.
Say no, but you got a different Jake, a whole new Jake, y'all, and we don't like this. Well, we'll see whether we'll like this new Jake too, because you know it's no telling. You know, you can never really.
I want to make sure that's clear, is that this isn't an affront or a standing mandate of accusation against that community at all.
Right, and they should automatically know that, honestly. And your work is so great to where you should never have to feel the need to defend it, although I know with the way society is and how a lot of people instantly want to use anytime you say anything that's negative about anybody gay, then they're like, oh, you're homophobic or you're a gay basher, and that's not true. That's not true, because as we know, there's no one group of people or no group of people that have a certain preference or lifestyle or calling or whatever who don't have bad people among them, you know. So and for you all who would even try to use the book to try to bash that particular group of people, just stop and think, would you be doing the same thing if instead of the person being gay, they were straight, but they were still a pedophile? Because we know, yes, still plenty of pedophiles in the straight community too. Come on now, y'all. Come on.
Exactly.
You can't point a finger at anybody without, four pointing back at yourself? Well, now if you're pointing, no, it's just going to be three pointing back at you. But still, the other one's going to be pointing at somebody else, so it's still more effective than the one person you had in mind. You know, so.
Hey, what they say, sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine.
That's right. That's right. So y'all know y'all want to get this book. Y'all want to get this book because, you know, it's an excellent read, an excellent, perfectly written book, superb. I'm talking about so outside the box that the whisperer must have been drawing a circle when he did this book, y'all. I'm telling y'all, he wasn't working with no sweat. He wasn't working with no box at all. He wasn't even trying to say, he was not trying to color in the lines, none of that. Another reason why you should not defend it, this work is a grand work. And no, like any other great piece of art, people can either like it or love it. Either way it goes, they've still experienced it, because as long as you get that emotion, there you go. I'm just like, yes. Mr. Whisperer, I so thank you for coming on to Articulation Radio.
Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Call 972-880-8316 for your free initial consultation with a representative from The Conglomerate, or visit theconglomerate.work today to book your consultation in person. Theconglomerate.work, TheConglomerate.WORK.
That was Rifle by Stillness Speak. Up next is It's All Right by Reverend Barry and the Funk, followed by Jesse's Theme by Rachel Ann Cox, and Won't You Come Closer by Stonekeepers featuring Lakeisha Nugent.
If you're looking for ghostwriters, grant writers, technical writers, any kind of writers, go to the Writers Consortium. Their website is maryjefferson.us, MaryJefferson.us, the Writers Consortium, for all of your writing needs, proposals, grants, academic papers, whatever it is you dream of, ghostwriting. The Writers Consortium can help you achieve your goals.
Articulation Radio, thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
Would you like for a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com. or call 972-880-8316 to book your motivational speaker today. That's Life's Purpose Ministries, 972-880-8316. Book a lecturer today.
want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have? Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz. Become a Regal citizen today by joining Regal City Investment and Social Club. regalcity.xyz. Are you single and seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you? Go to sittingroom.xyz.
Against my chest, comply with me, angel. Let our story begin. I wanna feel every little bit of your sunburned skin. I just found out I got a new desire. You're telling me I cannot get any higher, but baby, I know when my love-searching soul is on fire. So won't you come closer? You know it's alright. Won't you come closer, baby? Stay with me tonight. We're in this crazy, hazy land. Let's get away from this bar. Baby, take my hand. We don't have to walk that far to get to my home place. I wanna show you something more. Let's reach out for a place where we've never been before. Don't need to hesitate, 'cause it's getting late. The night is warm and sweet. We're soaking from the heat. Let's go, just you and me. We can set us free tonight. So won't you come closer? You know it's alright. Won't you come closer, baby? Stay with me tonight. So won't you come closer? You know it's alright. Won't you come closer, baby? Yeah. Stay with me tonight.
Do you frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Visit Jefferson Taylor. Join the club, jeffersontaylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers their best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, jeffersontaylor.club. Join the club. Shop today, jeffersontaylor.club.
The staff at Articulation Radio appreciates you so much for tuning in today, and I, Goddess Sage, especially appreciates you for tuning in. Be sure to, in the meantime, before you catch us on our next episode of Articulation Radio, do the things that you need to do to move forward with the things that you want to move forward on. No more excuses, okay? Keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep being exemplary.
Articulation. 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 Articulation.